So, proud mom in the audience right there. No, not my actual mom. So my name's Eddie Masonette. I am a Boston storyteller, teaching artist, and writer. And I also do dog care stuff. Woo! It connects. You'll see. You'll see. Awesome. So we just gonna launch into it. This is called The Way I Fuck Could Only Happen in 2018. I live in what is both a time where I look around and see unlimited forces that want my people dead, as well as a time where I look around and everything is magical. Transness, blackness, ability, and class have given me a time traveler's eye. I've lived through names given and taken. I've lived through generations, inheriting my mother's experience growing up as an Afro-Boricua woman in 1950s New York, as well as living in the same house as my nephew who has never experienced dial-up internet. I've lived across countries without having lived outside Massachusetts. My father's longing settled into my bones. Like a good Caribbean man, he has many children. Maybe he tried to put down roots. Like a good Caribbean man, he has many children. Yes. Maybe he tried to put down roots through families to make home of the country that made another colony of his right arm, outsourced a Korean bullet that's now a constant ache. Blackness has made me impossibly larger than this 5'2" frame. It's made me small enough that I can curl all of me and my tears in the crook of my lover's neck. I've never quite understood what's so threatening about me. I live as the terror of gender's sharp edges. I'm as much little black girl as I am grown black boy, as I am red black woman most of the time, and I dare you to tell me that isn't some sci-fi shit right there. Loving queer black people means loving people with live wire triggers like mine. I try to remind them that it triggers time travel. For me, my mind can uproot me from this timeline, transport me to when pale skin and blue eyes reached her hand under my waistband. The experience can uproot me from even the most glorious moments, even though minutes ago I was looking into the exalted brown eyes of a lover whose name I was moaning gender right. My shot day is Wednesday. I am several months on testosterone and I did my first injection myself while the nurse talked me through it. Most folks who start T have their first shot administered, so you know what it's supposed to feel like, right? But the nurse didn't do it for me. Even when I don't know what to do, I am still expected to make myself. And when I'm naked with a lover who sees me, my head's quiet and things feel okay. You can't know peace like mine unless you're constantly steadying against quakes. You can't know the click of something sliding into rightful place unless you're constantly untethered. There's home in seeing brown skin against my brown skin. There is home in coaxing fluid from them into my sheets. There is home in smelling like a job well done. Like I need a shower. Like we need a shower. Can we take a shower? My body is right under water droplets. My hands are right soaping their shoulders. My arms can make someone, for a moment, feel safe. I can make someone, for a second, know nothing other than that they want me. I can earn a sleepy smile and lull a lover into safety. Sometimes I'm perfect, sometimes I'm not unstuck in time. Sometimes my actions are beyond ruminant, beyond reactionary, and thoughts beyond ruminant. There are times I know my body works and I feel seen. In those moments I can just be, I'm whole, I'm holy. Sometimes I can rest. That's magic, and I'm fucking perfect. Thanks for that. Thanks for being here with me. Yeah, seriously, thanks for being present with me, and thank you to Des for creating this space and creating spaces in general. Really excited to be here. And also thank you to Oberon staff who are working tonight and also made this happen because they work their asses off and they make sure we can be great. So thanks, y'all. All right. So quick plug, I have merchandise. I have prints that will be selling sliding scale, $10 to $15. Just find me wherever I am. I have a stack of them. We can chat, make it happen. All right, next piece. Dogs keep me out of jail. I'm that weirdo on the street who reminds Jamaica Plains gentrifiers that sometimes they hire people to come into their house when they're not home and walk their dog. I remind them that we live here too, that we don't just work here during the day and leave. I bring the out of sight into mind, right in their faces. Now I'm going to interject throughout this facts that may or may not be true. Some of them are anecdotal. Some of them are sociological observation. 1, wealthy white people hide their trash cans. It is like a scavenger hunt I did not sign up for. 2, they don't believe in locks or curtains. 3, there are more dogs in Jamaica Plain than there are black and brown people.
Fact. Gotta laugh at the last one. I'm hit.
So there were the ones who are truly excited to see me in their doorways and the ones that are comfortable enough to lean up against me. Often after work, I would see one of the dogs with their real human. And I'm the only black person who worked for the company that I worked at. I was already aware of how wary white people became around me. The dog and I, we're excited. I spotted him from the next block. I knew it was him, but I pretended so it wasn't creepy. He's a beautiful brown doodle, looks like a toy. I'm standing outside JP Licks. He's pulling against his leash, trying to get to me. I ask if it's Huck. She looks so spooked, this white lady, that I knew her dog's name. She narrowed her eyes and drew out her yes. I thought about letting the moment go longer, but I told her the company I work for, and that sometimes she hires me, and she often gets detailed notes and pictures of her dog from me. It's baffling that they're afraid of me, someone who has watched their condos rise from the dust of a house that previously held families in loud reggaeton. Someone who watched the rent rise to scaffolding. They're afraid of a boy who has been here for 20 years. But we're intimately connected. I'm someone who knows the wonky doorknob that you don't actually have the key to. How you have to be quiet going down the back stairway because there's a new baby. Someone who's seen your dirty dishes, knows that you don't have hand soap in any of your bathrooms. I should be scared.
She's good, yo. This is what it feels like walking into these niggas' houses. I'm like, Kayla, you gotta go in this house. I'm all set. I've been going to people's back doors lately. It's too sketchy.
If someone's got a whole ass yard to put up a Black Lives Matter sign, they're probably talking about their black rescue lab as their black friend. Did you know black dogs are adopted way less than any other coat color?
Wow.
Did you know that dogs are displaced in Puerto Rico? This is their activism. 5, cisgender people understand pronouns because it makes sense to them that their dog is a girl. You see, there are many times that people are mid-compliment, oh, she's so pretty. Wait, boy or girl? And I resist the urge to just answer yes. They apologize to the dog, and to me sometimes, for misgendering the dog. The dog doesn't care. Dogs don't have gender. People do, though. I care. That you just called me she to your kid just now. As a black transmasculine artist with chronic illnesses, I feel free when I can show up with this wild queerness and be greeted with happy tales. 6, dogs can be racist. Dogs can't be racist, but you can be. Dogs easily pick up on how you reliably tense around black people, and the habit becomes training. 7, repeatedly I've been told by lovers that they fear the day I get a dog. Can't say the fear is irrational. The only boy I love is named Jasper. We have a similar curl pattern. He lives in a mansion. He eats better food than I do. I'm afraid every day that one of his neighbors will wonder what I'm doing in Chestnut Hill, and I worry they will wonder to the police. But Jasper reminds me to play. Galaxies live in his eyes, blue, green, hazel flecked. He reminds me of everything bigger than myself. When he sees me, he runs laps around the house, forgets himself, jumps up on me. When he was a puppy, he used to excited pee, and I'm really glad that stopped. He loves me. I love him. It's been 2 years now. 8. These gentrifiers and wealthy dog owners suck, but they often have really good dogs, and they're so lucky that their dogs keep me from burning their shit down every morning. Thank you.